What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we had set up an automated way of collecting our nether stars and turning them into nether stars. So if we look now, we are at 3,052 stars. That's not bad off 3 plants that have just been, doing their thing over time. And the essence is just automatically crafting back into the stars. So now we just gained another one. So that's pretty cool. We also set up a plan for mithril, and we are now at 70,000 mana infused ingots, which is great. That's a little bit more than I was expecting we were going to have in just like an overnight kind of a period. So we were talking about how I could set up another one of these compacting drawers for the mithril, and I did do that. Yeah, I want to make sure all of that stuff's coming over here, so we're just not filling up all of our disks full of these things that can be compressed into blocks, right? And then I put in a bunch of the storage upgrades in here. I wasn't sure if I was going to put in another storage upgrade here or a void one. So if we get more than what this can handle, it'll just go away. Yeah, I haven't decided that's what I wanted to do. Other things that I've been doing around the base, I just got done doing a little bit of building. A while ago, we set up this little entryway into like a blank spot. And I said that we would poke holes for doors to lead down to another area. Well, I finally got around to making the other area down here. So we poke holes down here, and then this lines up exactly with the same level as our applied energistics area in here, right? So it's the same level. So we could open this up and have this like one big open floor if we want to, or we can keep it compartmentalized. Is that how you say that word? In its own compartment, like that. Yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do. Another thing I was thinking, when I first set that up, I noticed that the walls for like the applied energistics area was like in 3 blocks from what it should be, right? So now it's kind of weird. We have these different levels here. I was thinking we could expand that out and make that the correct size. I don't know what we're gonna do, but for right now, this is what we got. It took me a little bit of time to get all these blocks placed out and laid out and stuff. Another thing, I wasn't sure if we were gonna make this floor. Hey, did I look at you? Must have looked at you. I wasn't sure if we were going to continue this floor level all the way across and have like, I guess a subfloor for these different areas or whatever, or just leave it open the way it is. But I'm getting used to it. Once we need more room for things, we need to expand out. We definitely have an area now where we can do that. So pretty happy about that anyway. And then I also added in the elevators here. So we had the elevators from when we warp into this island where we could come down here and get to this level, but we can also go all the way down to that level should we choose to. So just another option. So what I wanted to work on today, guys, I wanted to look at our quest book here and start knocking out some of the quests that we have available. I would like to try and do the deep storage ones and the dank NULLs. These are the ones that I really would like to bust out before we get into like the really end game stuff, because then we're not going to want to come back and do it, right? We have a few left in the agricultural one. I think we had these crystals to do here in the Ender IO section, few flowers, etc., etc. So today we're going to try and focus on knocking out some of these quests. Let's start with the dinkus NULL. So the dinkus NULL 1, this wants us to make the dank NULL. So the dank NULL is similar to like a dev NULL. If you guys have ever seen that, the dev NULL is an item that you can place another item into. So like, for instance, cobblestone, it'll fill up to, I think, a stack of that block. You can right click on it to place blocks, but anything over a stack gets deleted, right? So it's pretty nice. Now the dank NULL, I haven't had a chance to look at these yet. So there's multiple tiers. So we'll have to check these out and see what they're all about. So this needs aluminum ingots plus these redstone dank NULL panels, which is apparently red stained glass plus redstone carbon rods, which I think we have on auto craft. Redstone carbon. Yeah, let's make 8 of those. Actually, no, we're going to need 32, I think. Anyway, we'll make 32 of those. We need more than that, actually. We need 40. We need 8 more of those. Let's tell it to make 8 more. It's a lot of carbon that goes into this. So yeah, we need 8 of those per one of these panels. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of it. Then we need the red stained glass, which comes from red glass. Do we have red dye at all? We do have this. And then we need glass. We can, let's craft up 6 pieces. Oh no, we need 8 pieces of glass, don't we, to put around the die? What are we doing? Are we cooking up something else that's using? Huh. All right, so let's go down to our auto crafting level. I think I might have messed with some of these settings over here. Yeah, I had set this up to take rotten flesh and turn into leather. We needed the leather for crafting up the armor we were doing, those armor cores. Anyway, I guess we had 1 piece of leather in there that was clogging up the system. All right, so glass, we can take this and put it around here. So there's that, and then we can turn that into these glass panes. All right, so now we should be able to do all of this stuff. Should I make recipes for this? Do these? No, they use their own separate thing. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And then there is a DANK NULL. Very curious to see how this thing works, what it's like. I've never used it before. So right clicking on it does nothing. Shift right clicking. Ooh, here we go. So we have a line of items up here. This is our inventory. I assume this is gonna work like the dev null with just multiple slots. Let's grab some cobblestone, something we don't care about, something rather cheap. Let's grab this as it is coming in. That should be more than enough. All right, so if I set a pattern here, that can hold 64. If I drop these, it looks like they are going into this slot. So it holds 2 stacks because they put more than 2 stacks in there. See if we can grab some more and see what happens. All right, drop those on the ground, drop those on the ground. Yeah, okay, so the DANK null seems to hold up to 2 stacks of an item. So that's kind of cool. Right click, we can place it. Can I change what's selected in there? I assume there's a way to change that. Let's try doing, how about sand? We have a lot of sand. So place sand here, we'll drop the rest of it. So now you get 128 sand. Now how do I switch to sand? Okay, so shift plus the scroll wheel appears to change that. Is there a way to select it in here? Not that I'm seeing. I see that it's highlighted, but I don't know how to change that in this interface. Maybe you just have to shift scroll. Okay, well, if that holds 2 stacks, I wonder if the different tiers hold more and more stacks per slot. I guess that's what we're gonna have to find out. So the next tier of this thing, we do need blue stained glass plus lapis rods, which is redstone rods wrapped in lapis, and that's redstone wrapped on the carbon. Yeah, it gets progressively more and more expensive. So we're gonna need, what is that? 32 of the lapis rods. Can we make 32? I'm afraid we're gonna start running out of carbon. No, it looks like we have the carbon available. All right, so let's craft those up. Should be a pretty quick craft, but we still need to get ourselves the blue, light blue stained glass. So do we have light blue? We don't. So we can take lapis plus bone meal. That and that. So that makes 2. I'm not sure how much we need. I'll make 4. So let's make some more glass. Can we use this glass? Does that does make light blue stained glass. Okay, I wasn't sure about that previously. I would have done that. All right, so there's that. And then 4. Okay, so then aluminum plus this. Now, it looks like we can upgrade the existing one. I'm curious if we lose the items or if we keep the items in there. Looks like we keep them. The dinkus null 2. Ah, so that adds more slots. Now, does it hold more per slot? That's the other question. Let's drop some sand. It does. Okay, so we get more slots and it holds more per slot. So I guess what we should figure out is what the highest tier is and what the highest tier holds. Because I think, man, that holds a lot of EMC, doesn't it? This one is almost 9 million EMC. 5 million, 2 million. That's really expensive when we get into the EMC situation. But let me go ahead and finish up the crafting here. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy. It looks like all the same stuff. I'm probably going to have to wait for some carbon to be made The final ones here, the emerald ones, use the emerald bits around a diamond, the diamonds around a gold, gold around an iron, etc., etc. Let me go and craft the rest of these up, and then we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I made ourselves the DANK NULL. I did have to make a bunch more carbon. Again, we're using the smeltery for this, using the carbon compressor thing from Passwords Things or the Passwords mod or whatever. It just causes lag and it's a little slower, and I think it's just better overall to use this. I'm not sure, why is that not pouring? That happens every now and then. It's like the conduit forgets how to talk to the casting table. It says there's a recipe for it and it is extracting, but it just never fills up. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Just place that down and then that down, and there we go. Okay, so now we're doing 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time. But anyway, we have that going over here now, so we're making extra carbon for later should we need it. Anyway, so the top tier DANK NULL, let me get out of the rain here. So, pretty impressive. It has a lot of slots. It's like a full double chest worth of slots, and apparently you can hold over 46,000 items per slot. I don't know how much it is per slot. Does it say on the thing? No, there's nothing there that says. So you could go mining and set a slot for every single material that you could possibly ever want. Andesite, granite, diorite, marble, etc. Plus all your different ores, and have everything go into this one thing and not clog up your inventory. That is pretty amazing. I have to say, I really like this item. If I can play with this in a mod pack that requires us to do a lot of mining in the future, definitely a thing I'm going to be going for sure. I didn't test to see like how much each different tier could hold. After we looked at that the second tier can hold 192 or more, yeah, I just started crafting them all the way up. So I really like this item. This is great. So we did knock out a bunch of quests here. Yeah, we have that full line done. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll do bottom loot chests today. How's that sound? We haven't done the bottom ones in a minute. All right, so we'll go ahead and claim all these guys. Still hoping to get something like really crazy OP from these chests. We haven't seen anything like crazy OP yet. We have gotten a couple of good items, but nothing like super crazy. Let's see what we get. A Guardian Charm, a Witch Charm, basic capacitors, industrial grade graphite ore, a growth crystal, and a blaze charm. Luck is not with us today. Oh no. All right, we'll just put all these things away. Yeah, DANK NULL, really, really good. I don't think we're gonna have much use for it in the sky block style mod pack unless we go to like the mining dimension, which we should be able to do. We did get this mining dimension tool. We haven't gone there yet. If we ever go there and do a lot of mining, then yeah, maybe that DANK NULL will actually get some use. All right, so let's take a look at our quest book. We have deep storage unit / tank. So vast storage unit, deep storage label, quantum storage unit, and quantum tank. I'm really not sure what the difference between all of these things are. So we have a quantum storage unit. We have a vast storage unit. And then there's also, which is not part of the quest, a deep storage unit. It's like we have so many different ways of storing large amounts of items. So the vast storage unit requires vacuum chests, a 64K ME, and a logistical sorter, plus some iridium ingots. Now iridium, that might be a thing. Let's take a look. That is a thing we have seeds for. We could grow this crop, or we could go and look for this in a different dimension and mine it up. Maybe that's a reason to go to the mining dimension. I don't know. So we have 12 of those. We need 4 for this one recipe. I guess we could craft this thing up real quick. Iron ingots, chest, pulsating crystal. Let's do it. So we need 3 pulsating crystals. We need 3 chests. If I could spell that correctly. Looks like we have that all set. All right, so there is 3 vacuum chests. We should have a 64K in the system from a reward we got previously. We need a basic control circuit and a piston. We have basic control circuit. We have pistons. All right, we should be good to go. Let's make this logistical sorter. And wait. Right. Do we not have any 64K? I thought we had extras in here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I used those when we were upgrading our CPUs. That's probably what happened. So we needed that, and then our logistical sorter, I guess, just does not shift click into this thing. So we'll do that. So 64K. Where are we at on this crafting? So we need to do 6 more of the logic processors. Yeah, that won't take super long. We have all those things doing crafts independently. Each different type of processor has its own crafting setup. All right, so there is a vast storage unit. I was expecting a ding. I guess we won't get a ding until we do these other ones. Detect, submit. There it is. All right, so deep storage label. I don't expect that one. Oh, I spelled it depth. Deep storage label. There we go. Yeah, I don't expect this would be super expensive. We do need some kind of a slab though. So what are we doing on wood? Okay, so we can do jungle planks, I guess. We'll do a jungle plank slab. That'll be fine. And this guy, there it is. All right, so deep storage label. I believe that only works on the deep storage units, although it might work on the vast storage unit. And I don't know what the difference between the deep and the vast storage are. They're from different mods. So yeah, I guess we'll check that out. Quantum storage also requires a 64K. So let's craft another one of those. The quantum storage requires the vacuum chest again. So we need the pulsating crystals, 3 more of those. We need 3 chests. I think we only have 2 remaining. Yeah, we only have 2. So what are we doing on wood? Let's get another one of those going. So we should be able to make these vacuum chests. Awesome. And we need another logistical sorter. All right. And that is also iridium. You know what? Let's just do it. I was gonna save that for making the seeds, but I think we'll be able to get more iridium in the mining dimension. Logistical sorter. All right. So there's a quantum storage unit. So let's detect these. So the only thing left is a quantum tank. And the quantum tank requires retrieval nodes. And that's the transfer nodes. We get 4 of those. We'll do this. 2 recipes of those guys. Another 64K. I didn't even notice that. Probably should have started that immediately. And then more iridium. Surprise, surprise. So singularity tanks as well. So that requires just glass. So we can tell the system to craft up, oh, I don't know, 20 glass. That should be enough to get us going here. We need 5 per one of those singularity tanks. So just 10 glass is all we need to wait on. So there we go for all of that. Now we're just waiting once again on that 64, which is done. And quantum tank. So that should complete that quest. Go and nom on one of these premium apples. Delicious. All right, so let's do the bottom loot chest for this guy. So the vast storage unit. Let's take a look at this. So this guy here, I'm right clicking on it. I cannot right click. There's nothing there. Do we put the deep storage label on that? And do we put stuff in there? It doesn't really make sense if it's a deep storage label that it works on this, but it might. Apparently it does. So I don't know what the vast storage unit does. It appears to not have any kind of an interface on here, so I don't know how much it holds. No, this doesn't say how much it holds either. Let's put that back on there. So how do we get the items out? Okay, shift plus left click takes a stack out, and this doesn't even say how much is in there. Yeah, I don't know how much that holds. I wish I did. I wish I knew if that was better than the deep storage unit. It's probably the same. Wait, what's this guy here? Quantum storage, upgrade render. I'm trying to read that, but those things are kind of in the way. Shift right click. Let's do this. This guy. Shift right click on a quantum storage unit to add a render to the quantum storage unit to display the stored item above the block. Why did we get that in our inventory? I don't believe I ever made one of those. I don't know. So quantum tank, does that have a display on it? Yeah, okay. So it shows how much is in there. This looks similar to the old Greg Tech style tank. I forget what that thing was called. Yeah, so if we need to hold large quantities of fluids, I guess that's what we'd want to do. And then a quantum storage unit. This holds a lot of items in there similar to a deep storage unit. I kind of want to make a deep storage unit to see what the difference is. What is this recipe? Okay, refined. Wow, this thing's expensive. Why did they make the deep storage units so expensive when the other ones are pretty inexpensive in comparison? Huh. So can we do a dimensional? We already have a dimensional transceiver in there. So we would have to make this reinforced stuff. So we need fluxed electrum. Can I craft up? How much do we need? 16? I'll do 20. Can we craft those up? Looks like that is craftable. And then we need dark steel, which we already have some on auto, or we already have some from when I made previously. So there's one. We gotta wait on that fluxed. Yeah, I'm very curious why they made the other one so expensive, or this so expensive compared to the other ones. This is the stuff, by the way, that was witherproof. This was the other option we had for doing that. But anyway, so there's those guys. And then use this one-dimensional transceiver we have here. So there's a deep storage unit. Anything special about that one? No, that looks like what a deep storage unit always has looked like. Yeah, it shows you how much is stored in the internal buffer, and then it always holds a stack there. And then we can use the label on there too, I believe. So that label works on both that one and the vast storage unit. It's kind of interesting. So besides using the DANK NULL for mining, you can also use it for picking up mob drops, which seems to be a pretty nice use for it. Other things that clog your inventory, like when you're fighting skeletons, for instance, you get a lot of bows and loot bags and skulls and arrows and etc., right? So this thing seems to be pretty good for collecting that kind of stuff. Now, we are still collecting armor and different durability bows and swords from the wither skeletons, which will eventually clog up our inventory. Ooh, wither skeleton skull. So yeah, epic loot bags. So we can keep adding in different things here that we're getting. So those don't end up in our inventory at all. So that's kind of nice. So what we're doing right now is we're collecting withered ribs. That is the main goal right now. We have 6 more of those. We have to make wither skeleton fragments in order to make this ultimate furnace. Yeah, so we need 6 of those per one of these things. And yeah, we don't have very many. So I'm here farming up some wither skeletons until we set up a proper wither skeleton farm. I would like to do like a powered spawner setup or something. We just don't have the broken spawners to do that at the moment. Maybe we'll wait until we can do RF Tools Dimensions, spawn a dimension that has many different types of dungeons in it, and then get the spawners that way. I'm not sure what else is a good way of getting spawners in this mod pack. I don't want to take all the ones in the nether here because there might still be people who want blaze spawners or whatever, and I don't want to travel like forever away and like load all the chunks. Or I mean like, you know, make the save file so big because I've explored all those areas. So I don't know, we'll decide on what to do. I still need to collect a few more of these withered ribs here so we can make the fragments. So I'll continue on with this and then we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so I was looking in JEI here and I saw there was a DANK NULL docking station. So apparently you can put the DANK NULL on this docking station, extract out of the bottom. I'm just extracting right into this interface here. And yeah, you can take all the items out of there pretty easily without having to like click them all out. So that's really nice. So yeah, I'll just let that drain the amount of cobblestone we had in there all the way back into our system, and I'll turn back into the compressed blocks. Currently we're working on this ultimate furnace, so we have pretty much everything done. We just need to get ourselves 2 of these supremium ingots, I do believe is the only thing that's left for us to do, and that should be a relatively quick craft as we've seen before. Yeah, I love how fast this is, taking the Inferium essence and crafting it into other things. So good. And there we go. All right, so Ultimate Furnace. It has an efficiency of 9,001%. Awesome. All right, so that should be the last of the mystical agriculture things, right? No, I'm wrong. We still have the carrot seeds that we have to do, and that wants us to make one of each of these different types of carrots. We'll have to look at that probably another time. Let's go ahead and claim this loot chest here, and then I think I saw over, let's see, we claimed all the ones on this one. I think I saw in the Botania section, there was another one here, unless we claimed it already. I don't remember if we did or did not. Yeah, right here. So the Gaia Guardian, let's go ahead and claim that one too. All right, so we got all of those done. Quest updated Ultimate Furnace. Let's pop these. Oh, that gave us a Zenith Furnace. Wait, is that one of the rewards? Let me take a look here. Let's go back to agriculture, this one. Ah, yeah, so that gives us a Zenith Furnace. I wonder if the Zenith Furnace is as good as the Ultimate Furnace. I'm not sure, but we got 3 of these things. Let's pop these real quick. So we get RF gauge, all right, flask of fleet feet, and glowstone ingot. So nothing like crazy good from those. So let's put these down. Let's maybe do a side-by-side comparison, huh? So let's do one here, one here. I kind of like the way the Zenith Furnace looks. So we got some spots there. This one just is a regular furnace. Yeah, we used these furnaces a long time ago when we first started. I guess I took them down. I don't remember if we had any upgrades for that mod. That's furnace overhaul. Yeah, we made an emerald furnace and a couple diamond furnaces. It doesn't look like it. I'm not sure if there are upgrades for that. Doesn't look like it. Not in the furnace overhaul mod itself. So I don't know what goes in here. So let's do we have lava? We have this. Well, actually, let's just do coal. So we'll do 2 pieces of coal and like 2 stacks of cobble. We'll see which one's faster here. All right, just a little bit more to fill that stack. There we go. All right, so cobble, cobble, and then that and that. Oh, that one wouldn't click in there. So that's doing like an item per tick, and that one's already done. So it looks like they're roughly the same speed. It's very, very hard to tell. I guess the other thing we'll figure out is like how much this one, like how efficient this one is compared to this one. And it looks like they're about the same. Maybe they're equal. Maybe they just do 1 item per tick and the amount of fuel lasts the same amount of time. So if we want to do some extremely good smelting and fast smelting, we might end up hooking up these guys to do that for us. But guys, we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. We got a lot of good stuff going on. That DANK NULL, that is really, really good. I've heard of it before. I knew it was an upgrade to the Dev NULL. I didn't know it was that good. And especially with the docking station where you fill it up with all sorts of crazy stuff. You just set it down and it all gets slurped back into your system. That's really awesome. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.